Hello, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm Captain Killer, and this is part 36 of my playthrough as Alexios. Continuing with the Lost Tales of Greece, I am going to track a poet's legacy. So I've traveled to Mount Helicon in Boeotia, and I'm about to speak with Archimedes.
My, is that Alexios of Aiad, the Eagle-Bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'm Misthios, not some famed lover.
You can tell just from looking at him, but enough of that.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Praxila.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Praxila?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxila. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Praxila should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart. Among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
Don't know what a Maenad is, but I think I've got enough to go on.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
So we've got the new quest, Praxila's Admirer. Let's take a look at it. On the coast of Boeotia, there was a famed poetry festival. It was here that Alexios was tasked in aiding a young poet with wooing his idol, the beautiful Praxila. We need to gather 5 coral roses. Take a look at the map, and just gotta head right up the mountain. So I'll be back on the mountaintop. Ooh. Looks like Alexios was right about the wolves.
These must be the coral roses.
I didn't even notice that. Here we go. 4 and 5. Okay, gotta take him back to Archimedes.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now you must deliver them to her.
What?
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
No. This is nonsense.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a Misthios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine, but the rest is up to you.
Okay, she's at her tent, right there. Go give them to her.
This guy's acting weird.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Orchimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Aiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Aiad?
People your age tend to have more wealth, so if anything, this is better for me.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Aiad, Eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, Al-Al. All the kings cowered from this god-child's power. Our scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of Titans.
Archimedes
He who
is back
dared
there.
challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
He just stole the
Poems she
lyre.
writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Orchimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
Oh. Looks like we weren't the first to think of this.
I also prefer actions to easy gestures.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
Achaikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without Achaikos.
I did see Orchimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Orchimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
Really? Doesn't seem like the type of place for shady trade to me.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Praxilla's admirer is completed. And our new quest is Liar Liar. We have to explore the camp and get some information about Orchimedes. Praxilla's lyre was missing and presumed stolen by Orchimedes. Alexios had to rescue the instrument lest Praxilla be unable to perform. So we have to explore the camp. Okay.
Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
Okay, not very helpful.
I'm looking for a missing liar.
Aren't we all?
Are we?
Also not helpful. Who else might be able to give us some information? Oops.
Άπαγε, και μη επιστρέψεις.
None of these people.
Σωτήραν κοινά αναμένω.
Here we go.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a liar?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Very helpful.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the temple of Athena Itonia.
Okay, let's check the map. So they are in Boeotia, in the northwestern part of Mount Eligon. Okay, that's the Temple of Athena. So I'm going to make my way over there. Icaros just caught my attention, so I'm going to let him find our target. Okay. Looks like there's someone up the road we need to talk to. Uh-oh. What do you want? And I've got a guard on me too. Do not know why this person attacked me.
You really are a demigod! I'll fight you to my last breath!
Alright, get out of here. Sorry for the interruption.
Someone, please, help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the liar.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Archimedes and the lyre now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.
Looks like we need to get Archimedes out of there. I've arrived at the temple and scouted the area. So let's move in and start taking out these vipers.
That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the lyre.
There's a body, and they're not moving. What the?
I hope I didn't alert anybody else. I think we're in the clear. I'll make my way the rest of the way around the outside and then move to the interior.
I'm not saying we could face them, but why take risks? Right.
That guy's making a break for it. One more guy on the outside, and then a few on the inside. Uh-oh. Okay, he's gone.
Find cover! I'll get that archer!
Ouch. Excellent. Let's go ahead and set this guy free, and then get Archimedes.
Oh, thank the gods I'm saved. These
Where you going?
horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxilla's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxilla's my mother.
What? Praxilla's your mother?
She is.
Interesting.
She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
I guess.
Praxilla was born with a calling for the arts. It was her right to follow it.
She should have thought of that before she decided to have a family. I wish my father had never made her that lyre.
Speaking of the lyre, I know you have it.
Malaka, I do, but it was damaged in the struggle. Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla? I don't know what to do.
Probably.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
Now we have to talk to Praxilla, so I'll be back at the camp.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into?
So we've completed Liar Liar, but there's still a quest marker here, so let's see what's going on.
Alexios, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tooless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
Sounds like a job for me.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I've watched the port grow into a town, and the small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
The new quest is repairing the lyre. With the lyre broken and the festival looming, Alexios had to aid Praxilla in repairing her beloved Achaikos. They traveled together to someone who could rebuild it, but the road was treacherous.
True love is a lyre, and your home is a poetry festival. You never wanted to settle somewhere.
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died. Died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship, but there are many here who dedicate themselves to the strings and to the verse.
I see.
Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Praxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. Achaikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
Sadly, there have been many idiots on this journey.
I hired this muscle here to get Achaikos back. Now he's keeping me company.
All right, give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, Achaikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help a Haikos sing.
I've seen some liars with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair a Haikos.
So we're starting with gathering wolf intestines. So I'm going to try returning to that spot on the mountain to see if the wolves are there. Haha! Perfect. Just what I needed.
Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla. Hope these are enough guts for fixing a Haikos.
Now we need to gather some shells. I've got a new target, so I'll make my way over there. Shells are, of course, on the beach, so let's take a look around. 1, 2, and 3.
These shells should be perfect for Praxilla's lyre.
Grab an extra one. And now we just need the wood, silver birch, so I'll be back in the forest. Making my way into the forest, scattering some deer, and I'm looking for silver birch, which I'm guessing is that. Yep. Here we go. There's 2. And 3.
That should be enough wood for a new lyre.
Now we need to return to Praxilla.
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a Haikos through his paces. I might need some help after though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
We've completed repairing the lyre, and we haven't received a new quest, but it seemed like Praxilla had something else she wanted us to do. So let's make our way back to her tent.
The Mistios returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice, but we should get going. So, cucumbers?
The sun gives us the fruit of
We
the
now
trees
have
like
Praxilla's
the
legacy. Let's take a look. Chaikos in hand and ready to perform, Alexios escorted Praxila to the poetry festival.
In your poem you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh. Why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxila!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxila! Recite something for us.
I've been reciting this poem for years. Alexios, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
Okay. So it was the light of the sun.
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
And then the moon.
Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
And last was the pears.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse.
I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Alexios. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
What's going on?
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxila, get to safety. I can handle them.
I have to fight some guys now? Youch. At least these poets armed themselves.
Why won't you just die?
Charge!
Ouch. Finish the job. There's still somebody over here. Ah. And now we have to talk to Praxila.
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxila, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
We've now completed Praxila's legacy. And that looks like the end of the quest. So I'm going to end episode 36 here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thanks for watching. If you have any feedback, please leave a comment, and remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content.